Who would have thought SeaWorld Orlando would be adding a third coaster in 3 years? But now we know they will be adding Penguin Trek in 2024. And this ride seems to be a great addition for the park. And if you want to learn more about the ride, stay tuned and watch this whole video so you can find out everything you need to know about Penguin Trek. So the first question you're probably wondering is, what exactly is Penguin Trek? And this will be a family launch coaster that will be located both indoors and outdoors. So now you're probably wondering, where is Penguin Trek going to be located? And Penguin Trek will be taking up the space that Antarctica Empire of the Penguin originally took up in the Antarctica section of SeaWorld Orlando. So it's going to start inside the old Antarctica Empire of the Penguin building, and then the main layout will be located right outside of that building. So now let's take a look at Penguin Trek stats. Now SeaWorld Orlando hasn't released a ton of this information yet, but here's what we know so far. So the ride's manufacturer is going to be Bolliger & Mabillard, otherwise known as B&M. The ride's height requirement will be 42 inches, perfectly placing it in between Super Grover's Boxcar Derby and Journey to Atlantis, which will make it a great fit at SeaWorld Orlando. And then the speed will be 43 miles per hour, further supplementing the family coaster status. And then the ride will also feature 2 launches and will have a track length of 3,020 feet of track. And if you want to see a fan depiction of what Penguin Trek's layout might be, I'll post a link to one of those videos in the description down below so you can check that out. But other than that, So like with Penguin Trek stats, we don't know a whole lot about the trains either. We do know the trains will be snowmobile themed and they will feature lap bar restraints. And as for the picture, it does show the trains will have 2 across seating like B&M did with Pipeline the Surf Coaster also at SeaWorld Orlando. But other than that, we don't really know a whole lot about the trains, but I do have a good feeling that the restraints will be similar to the clamshell restraints we see on B&M Hypers, like for example Mako at SeaWorld Orlando, funny enough. But other than that, we really don't know a lot about the trains. For my final thoughts on Penguin Trek, I think Penguin Trek will be an amazing addition for SeaWorld Orlando. For one, the park desperately needs more family coasters, as the park only has Journey to Atlantis and Icebreaker, which those are both 2 great family coasters, but they desperately need more. And especially something at that 42-inch height requirement, which Penguin Trek will satisfy. And because of that, this ride will be a huge crowd pleaser and will probably be a bunch of kids' first introduction to launch coasters. And speaking of launch coasters, it is kind of crazy how SeaWorld Orlando has added 3 launch coasters in the past 3 years, which is just bonkers. But other than that, another big pro with this ride is it will be partially indoors and it should have some pretty good theming, though that is yet to see. Though SeaWorld Orlando has done good theming in the past, and this ride will also pass by the penguin exhibit on its final brake run, so you'll be able to see the penguins while you're on the ride, which is a nice touch as well. So just to further reiterate, I think Penguin Trek will be an amazing addition to SeaWorld Orlando, and while it won't be any must-ride attraction, it will just be an amazing addition to this park that this park desperately needed. So if you enjoyed this video, I just want to thank you for watching the video, and remember to like and share this video with anybody you know who is interested in roller coasters. Then also remember to subscribe to Southeastern Thrills, and while you're at it, check out my ultimate guide to Pipeline the Surf Coaster, which is currently SeaWorld Orlando's newest roller coaster. Peace.